Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be cracking on with this Mark 1 Ford Escort RS2000. Now, as we said in the previous video, we do have to start with that front chassis rail and that inner wing just to get the structure back in there. Let me show you. Now, there's the replacement front chassis, there's the replacement inner wing, and this is the front chassis that we have to replace because this is absolutely mullered. It is the same on the other side as well, but before we can take this off, one of the first things we have to do, we have to continue to unpick this inner wing. We just basically cut the center out previously, but it is still joined all the way across here. So we have to unpick all that, get that inner wing out. The same the other side, all the way across here, right down here, and get all that out. We'll slit it across here as well, just the inner wing, not the chassis rail. And then we have to support the car on the floor because we have to take the rotisserie off because it's joined here, all the way across there, to the chassis rail. So we have to take the rotisserie off, support it on the floor, then we can replace the chassis rail, then we can continue to replace the inner wing and all the suspension components. Right, now I am being fairly careful with this because we don't actually need this front panel, but what we do need is this cross member here. So that attaches to here. Unfortunately, somebody's put some nasty welds on there that we've got to try and get off. So we'll be cutting somewhere along here and then carrying on to unstitch this. Right, so that's as far as we can go for the moment because that inner arch is now off, but we need to replace that chassis rail. We can only do that by putting it on the floor and supporting the rest of the car. So the guys from rolloverjigs.com have sent us this. So this car dolly was supplied by rolloverjigs.com. It's length adjustable so it can suit anything from a camper van to a mini. It's also height adjustable at the date of manufacture. Ours is 500 millimeters, but you can stipulate yours to be anything you want. And if you look down here, you'll see it's got towing eyes front and rear, so it can be winched on and off a trailer. So it's good for transporting vehicles. And if you look at the build quality, it is very good. The thickness of the steel is superb, the casters are good, and the welds are incredible. So if you're after an affordable, good quality rollover jig or car dolly, visit the link in the description below. Right, so that's the chassis rail placed in, but it's never as simple as that. All this bulkhead does need refabricating, but the floor pan that we've been supplied only comes up to here, so we have to repair this. We've also got some damage down here that we need to repair before we can weld this chassis rail in.